Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to the City of Petaluma regular meeting of the City Council and the Petaluma Community Development Successor Agency. Can we do a roll call, please?
Barrett.
Here.
Barnacle.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Healy.
Here.
King.
Here.
McDonald.
Here.
Kosake.
Here.
All members are present.
Sorry to have to bring this back to the local level, but I want to talk about things that are more immediately actionable. 2 years ago, Petaluma adopted a wireless ordinance which prevents small 5G towers from being placed in residential neighborhoods. Now's the time to update our ordinance to provide more needed protections for everyone in Petaluma. It was great that we blocked small cell towers in neighborhoods, but we need to do the obvious and not allow macro facilities with huge antennas to be placed next to homes. Currently, the city is not keeping updated information about where our cell towers are, what radiation they're emitting, or what antennas are up there. This is important information residents need to know. These antennas are built to blend in from an aesthetic standpoint, but that also allows them to be stealthy about where they are located. So your house may have antennas radiating you from different directions and you have no clue. We need to require the telecom companies to provide us with this information and keep it updated. While federal law prevents us from using environmental or health concerns to block cell towers, there are measures we can take to get what we want and not have it forced on us. To help the city write the smartest ordinance possible requires unbiased advice. We cannot expect this from companies like telecom law firm, whose business is to advance the interest of the telecom industry. This same company has a sister LLC that makes money helping to site even more cell towers. One of their principals, Dr. Kramer, gives seminars to the wireless industry on how to streamline cell tower deployments. Is this really the company we want advising us on writing our ordinance? When the city of Malibu learned of this conflict and other issues with telecom law firm, whom they had been using for 3 years, they had the wisdom to avoid their contract. When we look to our own future, we could use the expertise of our own city attorneys, but it would be prudent to hire an attorney with in-depth knowledge of the ever-evolving and complex laws dealing with wireless facilities.
The city must not hire a telecom law firm who have a reputation for misguiding cities into compromising their legal rights. In an October 13th, 2020 email sent from the Petaluma city staff to Trip May, who's one of the principals of telecom law firm, there's a conversation they would go about how to help the city strengthen its ordinance. In the last paragraph, it reads the following. In a subject matter where neither the council, the residents, nor the industry will be totally satisfied by whatever regulations the city proposes to adopt, a more flexible regulatory structure tends to make everyone feel better about not getting everything they hope for. This company is telling the city that they will not be satisfied or get what they are hoping for. He is also making a statement that this city will need to take into account for what the wireless companies want. No, they have no part in how we write our ordinances, nor should they be part of this process. This email just shows how telecom law firm is trying to give their wireless industry an opportunity to be involved. This flexibility that he is talking about is what allows wireless companies the opportunity to come in and do what they want. This is a conflict of interest for sure. This cannot happen. This is exactly what happened in South Lake Tahoe. They hired Trip May and Terracom Law Firm, and they weakened their current ordinances, and now they have small cell sites everywhere in their residential area. This council cannot allow the city to work with this company. We ask again that city not hire or stop working with Telecom Law Firm. They are not interested in what is best for us, only making it more flexible and easier for wireless companies to come in and do what they want. Again, how can the city work with a company that has been fired by other cities for undoing strong ordinances so that they favor the wireless companies? If the city knows this information, how are we still working with them? This is all about what is best for the city, nothing less. Why would the city allow this company in its past of bad faith all over the country still work for us? Hire Andrew Campanelli or another professional company who has a proven track record of protecting the city and its residents first. Petaluma deserves the best to get us the greatest and strongest protection under the law.
The city must not hire telecom law firm who have a reputation for misguiding cities into compromising their legal rights. Don't let telecom law firm do to Petaluma what they did to Orinda, Monterey, South Lake Tahoe, Seaside, Piedmont, and other places throughout the country. In all of those communities, Trip May and Telecom Law Firm have been misleading cities and decision makers to undo and weaken current ordinances to make it more flexible for the wireless companies to come in and do what they want. Most of these cities were unaware of how Telecom Law Firm really works and how they are very connected to the wireless companies. Their principal owners are former wireless employees that have a record for giving very favorable ordinances to their friends, the wireless companies. The only reason that Telecom Law Firm has not weakened all ordinances is because of the citizens, city staff, and city councils who have seen through their untruthful ways and have called them out. The city council has the power to approve and deny these ordinances. Telecom Law Firm will try to bully you into thinking you will get sued unless you do what they say. The great news is that our city staff and council now know what this group can and will try to do. You need to stop this from moving forward. You need to make sure our city gets what we want in our ordinances and deny anything that is not what we want. Most importantly, do not succumb to their false pressure of lawsuits. The easiest thing to do is to hire Andrew Campanelli or other companies that are actually independent and want to protect the city and its residences while still giving telecom companies opportunities to do business in least intrusive and appropriate places outlined in our strong ordinances. Thank you for your time.
Hello, and thank you. Telecom Law Firm has questionable conflicts of interest and is a bad choice for the city to hire. Some of the conflicts are TLF is a licensed telecommunications contractor for over 30 years, and the company submits bids and does the work of installing or maintaining telecom systems. They actively promote training videos for 5G installers and teach techniques to counteract communities in opposition to 5G. They are quoted saying, "Build as fast as possible, as cheaply as possible. Your duty is not to the community, your duty is to the shareholders you're contracting with," end quote. They have misled Malibu City Council regarding cell tower placements on fire stations. Quote, "Right now with the deployment of FirstNet, we're seeing wireless facilities going into fire stations for specifically the purpose it's near where they want the coverage to be," end quote. Here they are referring to what telecom companies want and not the firefighters who fought for 2 years against FirstNet. So what is the purpose of TLF making the statement when they were hired to help the public sector? Another example of TLF's muddled conduct testimony from Ms. Foster at Malibu City Council meeting, quote, "I would like to address Council member Ms. Ferrari's question of Telecom Law Firm. TLF was asked whether or not the firefighters had received an exemption, and TLF said no. That is not the whole truth. There is a minor exemption for fire stations in AB 57, which did pass and signed into law, was passed by Governor Brown," end quote. Was TLF unaware of AB 57 and the LA firefighters fight? Is this incompetence or a purposely misleading tactic? Our city needs to help from an honest expert in telecom law, not an established company that financially benefits from the installation of cell towers and has questionable interpretations of telecom.
The city must not hire Telecom Law Firm, who has a reputation for misguiding cities into compromising their legal rights. Now is the time for the city of Petaluma to review and strengthen our wireless ordinances. As the city and its businesses continue to evolve, so should these ordinances. Wireless companies will continue to come in and flood towns and cities with towers so they can make millions of dollars each month. Over the last 5 months, citizens have been asking the city to hire Andrew Campanelli to come in, review, strengthen, educate, and ensure that the city is protected from these wireless companies. City staff will not tell us if they have been working with the telecom law firm to help them rewrite our wireless ordinances. We can only deduce that this is the case. This company is the absolute wrong decision. The company is directly involved with wireless companies and has been hired, then fired from multiple cities for undoing strong ordinances to benefit wireless companies. The exact definition of a conflict of interest. In emails from the city and TLF, there are statements regarding not all parties will be, quote, totally satisfied, and ways to, quote, make everyone feel better about not getting what they want. How is this acceptable? We ask again for you to hire Andrew Campanelli or another company to provide Petaluma with a wireless ordinance that is lawsuit strong, safety and service balanced, money saving, revenue generating, and best for our city and residences. If telecom industry aligned telecom law firm is hired, they will work hard to undo all of the hard work that this city did in 2018 to ban small cells from residential areas. Do not let them do this. Thank you.
Citizens have been asking the city to hire Andrew Campanelli because we believe Petaluma deserves the very best. Citizens have been imploring the city not to hire a telecom law firm due to its reputation of misguiding cities out of their legal rights. The city must not hire a law firm that is in the pockets of big telecom, nor one that is known for swindling cities out of their rights through pumping up the threat of big lawsuits and getting everyone running around parroting the false mantra, "We have no right to approve cell towers. Our hands are tied." By the way, that's telecom law's signature. Getting everyone running around parroting that their hands are tied. Petalumans want a responsible, reputable, public rights-focused attorney. Also, we do not want telecom law firm due to their conflict of interest of working for cell tower developers. In a recent video, telecom law revealed their conflict of interest when talking with a group of wireless tower developers, telling them, quote, "Don't use the term radiation," saying to them, quote, "Although radiation is technically, absolutely the most accurate word, please stop using it. We call radiation the R word. And to us, the R word is the F word because it makes our job when working with a city planning department, it makes our job, which is to get your cell towers approved, much more difficult." Finally, they assure them that we're on your side. Your duty is not to the community, it is to shareholders. And if that's not enough, that they're not right for Petaluma, they refer to radon pole antennas as tampons.
I test and affirm the following is true and accurate in my personal knowledge. Listen, the decision is clear. Telecom law firm is not a good choice. Trip May, I know from personal experience, is slick. He sounds intelligent and charming, but his goals are clear. It's to mislead you and walk you down his path. We've bumped into him in Thousand Oaks, Sacramento, Napa, Piedmont, South Lake Tahoe. All have ended up in lawsuits stretching a year or longer. Jonathan Kramer has spun lie after lie in Thousand Oaks. This is all tied up in the FCC right now because he lies when he says wireless telecommunications facilities don't need to go through NEPA review. That is just not true. The two cities that actually turned around and said, we're not going to listen to Trip May, that would be Monterey and Seaside, were smart. And they went against Trip May's recommendations, denied Verizon's towers, and did not get sued. Now let's consider a 2017 GovTech.com article. Cincinnati creates a smart city platform with telecom law firm. Here the article says, broadband engineer Jonathan Kramer, an attorney at LA Telecom Law Firm, which is advising Cincinnati, the project has the potential to bridge the digital divide. Quote, using the rail analogy, we want to bring the high-speed trains into Cincinnati. This is a great place to try out interesting ideas. That's their goal. We're the guinea pigs for the industry's interesting ideas. There is no good reason to continue to just look the other way regarding the obvious conflicts of interest and possible corruption involved in the whole process of identifying and hiring telecom law firm. Who made this selection and why? Peggy Flynn, Eric Danley, Heather Hines? Was the public consulted, respected in any way? Well, we can't get an answer to the CPRA request. Yeah, Danley's trying to say that the hiring is perfected information. Come on, folks, this has to stop.